Opinions matter. 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 Opinions matter.
So we're gonna get into this next segment, all right? And this is some real talk, fellas, all right? I need y'all to get serious. I need y'all to bring the fire on this one, all right? So the topic is gonna be, if you're in a relationship, right? And you or your partner cheats on you, right? Do they deserve a second chance? And how do you determine if they deserve a second chance? Who wants to go first? Because I will go first.
I'll go first.
Okay, Haran, what do you think? Yeah.
I can't get past it because I'm a loyal dude.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if I'm committed to something, I mean I'm there. I mean now look, if it don't work out, you know, you can discuss it as grown-ups. Hey, look, it's not working. Let's go our separate ways. But once you cross that line, to me, it's like it's gonna always be in your mind. It's gonna always be in your okay.
So so what you're saying is, if you as a male, okay, if you find out that your significant other has cheated on you with another man, cheating being sexual intercourse, or cheating meaning even spending time with somebody else?
Is that cheating?
Hold on.
Okay, well,
how do you feel about it? I'm just saying.
I feel like the former is probably worse than
of course.
So at that point, nah.
All right. So if she has sexual intercourse, there's no coming back, no second chance.
Coming back for that.
But if she's giving her time to someone else, right?
You see,
because even that will be in the back of your head.
yeah, of course. Because then it's like it's almost implied. It's not. It's implied. You're assuming that something else happened,
Right.
even when if they're spending more time with them than they are with you. Then to me, it's almost like you want to do it.
Right.
So if he's texting her and giving her compliments, he working a job, he give her time, take her out to lunch. You know, it could be construed as work. You know, that's cheap.
Don't you think that is?
Some people say it is.
Hold on, we won't get to him in a minute.
But don't you think that?
It's cheating mentally. You cheat. You checking out on your partner.
So
you checking out, and you checking in with this person.
Right. So it's like you checked out on the relationship already,
true.
right? So
Yeah.
I mean,
So, Mr. Keys,
Go ahead, sir.
what's your thing? If
I want to hear this.
would you give her a second chance? Would you give your significant other a second chance?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you a quick story.
I want to hear no story. I want to hear no story.
Give me your answer.
Answer the question, man.
I'm gonna answer. The story answers the question.
Okay, if it doesn't,
Okay, the story answers the question.
if it doesn't, you will be kicked out of court.
Come on. Let's hear this.
Okay, I was dating this young lady, right?
Okay.
Some years back. Okay, come to find out, I caught her dealing with another dude. She told me that.
What you mean by dealing with? I need
Dude
specifics.
came over our house.
Okay.
And he was over there watching movies or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you catch him?
Oh, cell phone.
Okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, I see what it is.
All right. So you broke into somebody's cell phone. Go ahead.
No. I was there.
Okay.
You know, she left it on the jump, and it rang, and it was, you know what I mean? I was washing dishes, and she left it right there.
Oh,
you know
so
what
you
I'm
just
saying?
look, okay.
And I glanced and saying, like, who the heck is that?
Go ahead.
So, question about it. Come to find out, she's like, yeah, this dude, he came over, blah, 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 blah. Nothing happened. Then I was like, okay, so some other stuff she said didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so long story short, so we discussed it, whatever. So I thought I was done. I was over it and gave her a chance. But a couple of days later, we were having sex, and and it popped through my mind.
Right.
This dude.
Did he just say?
Yeah. You started choking her?
No, man.
I'm just asking.
Disclaimer. Nah. No, seriously. Because right there, I just lost. You know, I just shut down. And I was
right.
Cause I thought I could do it.
I understand that.
But you know what I'm saying. But the thought of it in your mind, it was like, nah. And then she was like, what's wrong? I was like, nah, I can't do it.
So it was over.
I can't get past it. I mean, that was the beginning of the end.
Right, beginning of the end.
Yeah, so you know, so,
Right.
so I thought I could do it. That's get the forgiveness and work past it. But at the end of the day, man, your mind is a terrible thing, man. It's gonna make you think like, what happened? What did he do? Where did y'all go? What did you know what I'm saying? It is your mind racing. You know what I'm saying? You always want to know. Always want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I believe that too. I mean, I believe the same way. I don't know mentally if I could get over it, but this is the thing, fellas. All right, I'm looking at the other side. If we cheated, would you want your woman to give you another chance?
Of course we would.
Why?
That's being real. But the reality is
a male ego.
That's double standard.
See, the thing about the male ego is that a man can never fathom another man being in his woman.
Exactly.
So it's like the act of it, it messes up a man's ego to the point where he's like, I ain't messing with you. Now, I mean, there's some guys who are willing to, you know, look past all of that, but I think a majority of guys, they just...
I've known people that they want a significant other cheated on them or whatever, and they stayed. And I was like, I look at them and be like, how you do that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
and I think it depends, man, on why they cheated. If it was something that I wasn't doing, like if I wasn't giving her attention,
I still can't do it.
If I wasn't giving her enough attention, if I was always out hanging with the fellas, if I didn't have any time for her or whatever, and she went somewhere else to seek that attention and that time. I mean, if we being grown up about it, right, and you doing some self reflection, I think that if you switched it, I think it may be able to work.
Yeah, but see, that's where the communication comes in.
Right.
You have to you and your significant other gotta communicate and say, look, this is what I want. This is what I'm willing to put up with. This is what I'm not willing to put up with. Yeah. If that conversation is never made, it's too late once it's all done. Or once it's all said, it's too late.
Yeah, but communication is something that us as males.
No, yeah, we tackled that before. We tackled that before.
Yeah, or not the best at. So I think it can snowball so quickly, man.
But then again, is it that old adage is that grass green on the other side type of thing? So what are you fulfilling when you do go outside of your relationship? I mean, what is it worth? Like, say for example, you married for 20 years, or I mean, it ain't gotta be 20 years, but 5 years or whatever. I mean, in that 5 years, y'all haven't worked through any issues or problems before then, in order for you not to want to go seek out, pleasure or whatever outside of your marriage or your relationship. So
I will say this: when I was married, it was a question of we was both in the military, and I got stationed in Korea for a year, and she was here. I mean, not here, but she was in Georgia. And so in that time frame, when I came home, it was like things were changed. She had friends that I didn't know. She had a male friend that I didn't know. And and I'm looking back at it, and I was like, what's going on here? So I questioned it. Right. And she's like, oh no, he's my sponsor, blah blah blah, this that. So it got to the point where you going out to dinner and all this craziness, like what up? Yeah. So I confronted the dude. I went to his room, his bedroom. Yeah, what's going on with you and my wife? No, we just friends, nothing like that, blah, 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 blah. But, looking back on it, it probably was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that was one of the beginning of the ends to my marriage, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, I can't say that like, I guess me personally, men do stuff because they can do it, because they can do it. And we like the attention. We like the just the thought of somebody else wanting us in a way, and sometimes the person don't even have to look good. Sometimes guys are not turning out nothing but they color. That is it. But it gets to a point, as far as maturity goes. At what point, at what age does it get old? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody matures differently.
Yeah. Man, look, if you're 30, you're right. 40, if you're 50, no way you should.
No, he shouldn't be. But some people still feel like they got something.
Players.
Yeah. Now I can say for me personally, every relationship I've ever had, if there was somebody that cheated. It was never me.
You was ready to settle down when you was 16 though. So
Well, whatever. Anyway, yeah, shut up. But
In that tunnel revolt.
but I'm just saying,
Yeah, I know.
it's never been me.
So it's never been you.
It's never
to
been to
cheat.
cheat. Now maybe we had problems or whatever, but nothing to the point where I could say I went outside of my relationship. You know, so if it ended and it was cheating involved, it wasn't because it wasn't me.
I definitely can't say that.
But
Have you ever cheated?
No, he said no.
I'm not in your marriage. I'm talking about ever in life since you started dating.
No, he said
Have you-
no. I plead the fifth.
Come on, Trump.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if we're being honest, I have.
Yeah.
I've done it before. Yep. Yep.
But there've always been other issues.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
But for me, it was never because I cheated. You know,
Gotta
it might
keep
have
some
been.
hand on that, man. Gotta keep some hand on
Well,
that. You good?
where your hand been? Where your hand been, man? I'm just messing with you, man.
And I guess this doesn't make it any better. But if I did cheat, I always took care of home first. I always took care of home.
True.
It wasn't a.
Really?
I'm just saying.
So how did you feel when you, I mean, if we're going to open a little something up. When you cheated, how did you feel after the action happened? I mean, did you feel like, damn, you know what I'm saying, or you just went on about your business?
Yeah.
Like you ain't had no feelings.
Yeah, I went about my business.
Damn.
Whew.
You cold blooded.
Yeah, you cold, bro.
That's
That was back in the day.
That's a Rick James.
No
cold
wonder
blooded.
like you
That's a
like
Rick
Kobe
James
Bryant.
cold blooded.
Mama.
That was back in the day, though. That was back in the
real?
day. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I wasn't. Now.
Have you ever felt some type of way like after you did it? I mean, at any time, at any point?
Yeah, I have. Like the last time, which it's been some years, but I did it, and I was like, why? Like, why did I just do that?
Yeah, true.
Right.
You know, I didn't really. And then I started thinking about it from a different perspective, like thinking about it, putting myself in the other person's shoes. Not only the person that you're cheating on, but the person you're cheating with. Because eventually somebody's gonna catch some feelings somewhere.
Yeah.
And no matter how much you try to stay away from it, and these days the males are catching the feelings before the females.
Now I've been accused quite a few times.
You probably,
what?
you probably did.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
For real?
You know, because like I said, I have a best friend who's a female.
Doesn't work.
Huh? But they all knew each other. But you know what I'm saying? But it was always implied. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah. You know, that's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people think a male and a female can't be friends. So it's always that, wait, why are you talking to her?
In this day and time, nope.
No,
but
but
it's possible.
But
And then I'm talking about in this like
maybe today.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, all of us came up together,
Yeah,
so we all know the same
understand
people.
that,
You know what I mean? So at that point, you're like, okay, yeah, I know her, or I know him.
You got cats out here.
I don't put myself.
But you can't do that now.
Yeah, you got cats out here.
I don't put myself in this
like their Facebook page. She gonna give me something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't
dude.
I don't put
Cut it
myself.
out.
No, I don't think anybody. I mean, putting yourself in a
I
situation
don't put myself
where
in
you
no
know there's a
situations.
potential or something happening.
Because if you going out to lunch with somebody, you going out to eat with them, you going eventually.
Ain't nothing wrong with lunch, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a couple of cocktails. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. If you say
You heard that? You heard
I don't put myself in that situation. I don't know.
I mean, it ain't worth it, really.
Yeah.
And especially, man, too damn old to be.
Yeah.
You know.
We should ask our cameraman. You know, he married, man. Been married for so many years.
He pleaded the fifth early.
He pleaded the fifth early.
He signed the document.
Okay, all right. Cohen your
You should see the
lawyer.
look on his face right now.
Cohen your lawyer.
Hey, but no. This is the thing. We all know his wife.
Oh,
It ain't
yeah.
going down like that.
Shout out to Zia.
Yep. She is not having
What's up,
that.
Zia?
She's not having that. All right, hey fellas, man. I appreciate y'all input on this segment, man. Hey, we're gonna come back, right, with Just My Opinion segment, which will be the last segment for this episode. We'll be right back. Now we're gonna go into Just My Opinion. All right, in this segment, what we do is we give you our opinion on a variety of topics. It doesn't matter what the topic is, but we're giving you our opinion on that topic, all right? And just keep in mind, I may not agree with what he says, or anybody says, because it's just my opinion. That's why it's called Just My Opinion.
I don't really care what he said.
So, all right, I'm going to go first.
All right.
All right, so the weather's getting nice.
Uh-oh.
We know that, right? It's getting real nice, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. It's this thing called body odor, right? That happens when you're outside and you're festering in that heat,
he said
right?
festering.
Right? Okay. So the most important thing to combat body odor is a shower. All right, it's called soap and water. All right, I need people to use it. Okay? Alright, I need you to use it. Also, I need you to change your undershirts and your clothes, alright? You can't wear the same thing without washing it in the summertime because you get what this thing called musty. Alright? So I need y'all to govern yourselves accordingly, alright? Look out for your friends, look out for the other public, alright? Take a shower, alright? Okay? That's just my opinion. Alright, what you got there, Haran?
I'm sorry, man. I'm just.
Alright, who wants to go? You good?
I'll go. Okay. This is just a message to all you idiots out there. Now, I'm sure y'all all saw the video of the Childish Gambino video.
Yes.
The This Is America video. You haven't seen it yet?
Yeah. This is America.
Yeah, you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
It's fire. It's a
You gotta pull it up for me.
very informative video.
All I do is work with
It touches on a whole lot of issues. However, I want to give a shot. I want to address this to the people who believe that because a person is he has a white girlfriend or mother, his mother of his kids is white, that he can't speak for black people. Y'all need to shut the hell up with that, really. Because wasn't he black before he had a white woman? And does that make him any less qualified to speak on black issues because of that? Now, if I remember correctly, Sidney Poitier's wife is white, right?
Sidney Poitier,
Harry Belafonte, and a host of other great.
Cornel West has got a white.
Yeah, but a whole host of our black leaders.
Man got one.
It doesn't.
But let's be real.
Finish.
Ben Carson's wife is black. Do we think he's smart? So the bottom line is, look, stop the ignorance, okay? And stop thinking because somebody is with someone of a different race that they're not qualified to speak on the issues that affect us on a daily basis. And I'm not going to mention no names, but you all know who you are. Stop the stupidity, please. And that's just my opinion.
You know, what's the name was doing that? Umar Johnson.
Yeah.
He said that if you got a white spouse or a significant other, that your word or speaking on black issues, you're not credible.
Why are you talking about him, man?
And I was like,
And I would like to say though,
I unfriended him.
to add to your thing though, just because you're pro black doesn't mean you're anti-white.
Exactly. That too. But just keep in mind, look. We all have different people. I mean, and look, and I think Childish Gambino said, "You sisters were checking for me back when I was."
I've seen that.
Yeah. He said you weren't checking for me a few years ago, so now all of a sudden, why are you worried about who I'm in love with? So
wow.
Yeah. So exactly. So stop the ignorance, man. Just stop the ignorance.
All right, Don, what you got?
This past week or two. Social media, the Kanye West thing.
Okay.